And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Sika, and then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And at a combined weight of 603 pounds, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Devon have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Well, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight. Both the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive brotherly unit? Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. And a combined weight of 645 pounds. And Sika, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Sika clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans. Those mean looks on both Alpha and Sika's faces, I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the lion's den.
Here's the battle, and it's the Wild Samoans. Sika taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage. Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical.
Alpha and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train, it's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
A great display of confidence, but he doesn't want to give his opponent added motivation. Looks like he's coming back in. Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it. Such a peculiar look coming from the... Wild Samoans, as if they... Here we go!
Whoa, look out! Adrenaline can make you do crazy. From the apron!
Oh, went for it all, but gets nothing.
A brutal impact after taking a gigantic gamble like that. Oh, what a punch!
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them. Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans to the table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further. Goodness gracious. Putting the boots to an opponent will take the fight out of them in a hurry. Sky high. Whoa, what a landing. You got to be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense, but I can't say it didn't pay off.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually ring.
Deconstructing the knee there. Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move. He's looking to absolutely destroy his opponent with that chair. Ooh. Oh, God.
And Devon escapes danger. Ooh, man, what a hit.
That's using your head. And that blow has him wavering.
The purpose of this match is to soften up your opponent before you inevitably put them through the table. And that's exactly what we're seeing here, Cole. Agonizing.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it would take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back.
Come on now. What is this manager bringing out? You should revoke his license for this.
Oh, God.
Calculating the next move here.
The powerbomb's not meant to be pretty, but oh, man, does it get the job done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't want to be taking any more of those. From the apron.
Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team.
Hot dog into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there.
Taking a little tour ringside, and I guess we're one of the pit stops.
One wicked attack after another.
Oh, man. Maneuvers out of the way.
Going outside. What's he got planned here?
Ooh, whoa.
He has to be nearly at his breaking point now.
And his body has to be in extreme amounts of pain right now.
I don't know how much more damage can be done now.
These are the moments professionals train for. When you are at your breaking point, and going for body blows is a good way to drain your opponent.
Oh, what a strike to the back. Uh-oh, stopping the spine.
We know what's coming next.
Locked in the accolade.
Slides out the back. Back door, and he is free.
He gets back into the ring.
And Bubba clearly ready for a fight here.
Not a good spot to be in.
I still can't get over the look I always see on the Wild Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality.
They for sure answer yes to every question that makes up a scary tag team. Yes, they're... Yes. Into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudley's demise.
Look at this.
Oh, from the rope.
Oh, get ready. He's waiting for the perfect. To the sky. Oh, my gosh, what impact.
Cuts the attack off.
Uh-oh.
And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end. Here comes the A-Champ.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the NXT North American Championship. Accompanied by Trick Williams, he is the NXT North American Champion, Carmelo Hayes.
Mello and Trick looking so pleased with themselves after attacking Wes Lee.
NXT 2.0 celebrating its first anniversary, all thanks to amazing talent like this man.
Hayes has a look right now. He probably thinks he's getting the night off and another day on his North American title reign.
Well, after what Mello and Trick just did to Wes Lee, who's going to have the guts to step up and take Lee's place?
What? This place is shaking!
We never thought we'd see Sikoa again.
His opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa!
And Solo is dressed to fight, too. I really didn't think we'd see him again.
We saw him at Clash at the Castle 10 days ago where he cost Drew McIntyre the WWE Universal Championship.
Well, as far as I'm personally concerned, Sikoa isn't welcome around here. Mello needs the night off.
Well, Mello talks about wearing the biggest crown in the WWE, but it's Sikoa who sits at the biggest table in WWE.
Well, he wasn't exactly invited to sit at this table now, was he?
We said to expect the unexpected. Is this title match going to happen?
As we say in WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa as he's claimed his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the bloodline, is here. He has answered the call, and we indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight for NXT 2.0's one-year celebration.
Cranked around into a neck breaker.
Did you see Mello's reaction when Sikoa's music hit? Hayes looked like he saw a ghost.
Solo's been saying he got next for the North American Championship, but that was a long time ago. Mello thought Sikoa was in his rearview mirror.
These two men took part in a triple threat for the North American title back at Spring Break 5 months ago. But they essentially canceled each other out that night, and neither man left with the title. Tonight, we're going to see who the better man is, and it'll be the one who leaves with the title. Punch right in the head.
Ah, gets cracked by the overhand. And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right to the midsection. Mello taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Mello in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Mello got out of harm's way. Well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo standing strong.
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to distract him whatsoever.
Look out! Good Lord! Taking flight. Completely throwing self-preservation out the window.
I don't know how your mind would even think about doing that.
Gotta be a tough situation for Carmelo Hayes here. He's up against an opponent he could never have planned for.
Oh, but there's a clear strategy, Cole. Solo Sikoa has an injury to his left knee. Solo had a brutal Falls Count Anywhere match last month here in NXT, and he just faced Drew McIntyre on SmackDown just a few days ago.
It's very unlikely that Solo's knee is 100% today. Melo needs to focus on further damaging that knee.
Got it.
Schoolboy into the pin.
And a kick out before even one there.
I can't believe the ref didn't get two here.
Sikoa keeping his opponent at bay.
Trick Williams has been quite the difference maker for Carmelo Hayes over the last year. How many times has Williams helped Hayes and saved that North American title?
Yeah, but 10 days ago, Solo Sikoa did the same thing for Roman Reigns when he attacked Drew McIntyre in Clash at the Castle. Sikoa has blood on his hands, too.
Oh, what a forearm.
Sikoa showing plenty of intensity here.
And it looks like Solo has all the answers for Carmelo at this point. Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down.
Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it. You got to be impressed by both Solo Sikoa and Carmelo Hayes. They've taken NXT 2.0 by storm over the last year.
Yeah, since the shift to NXT 2.0, Melo has spent over 9 months. No way.
Crash and burn.
My goodness, I think I heard something break on that crash landing.
And he gets delivered back into the ring.
Oh, man.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with... And wait a second. Interesting. Turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Brought down.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
What a main event this has been for the one-year anniversary of NXT 2.0.
And without this rebranding, Solo Sikoa may have never had the opportunity to show the world what he can do.
And if Solo didn't have this breakout year, maybe his cousin Roman Reigns wouldn't have trusted him enough to be part of the bloodline.
Knife edge chop echoing through the arena.
Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes, ripped out of the corner.
Looking to put him away, and now Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends. Ooh. First 48.
And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa drop by Sikoa, cover now for the win. Hayes kicks it too.
And Williams once again on the apron.
You can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away.
Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky.
Ooh. Spinning solo.
Is that it for Carmelo Hayes? Trick is out. Carmelo is dazed. Here's your chance, Solo. The title could be yours.
Sikoa showing no fear up there.
He can barely gain his footing, and he has no clue what's coming.
From the top, diving headbutt finds the mark.
Carmelo is losing his grasp of this match now.
And the power of Sikoa proving too much for Hayes right now. And Solo Sikoa looking to hype himself up here. to the shoulder.
That's using your noggin.
From the top, huge splash by Solo.
We might be moments away from crowning a new champ. What the? Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new NXT North American Champion, Solo Sikoa!
Solo is your new champion. And is the North American title now going to SmackDown? This has to be the most unpredictable era in WWE history.
You know Sikoa was given his marching orders from the head of the table. Don't leave NXT without the gold. Well, mission accomplished for the newest member of the Bloodline.
As Mello would say, if you call your shot, you better make it. Solo took the shot, hit the shot, and now he's the new North American champion.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal. For 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated everyone. And luckily for Roman, he's had a special counsel and his cousins to help him keep cool, keep focused, and concentrate on the business at hand.
Now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside. And without those calming forces, Corey, cracks started to form last night in Roman's armor.
No telling how Roman's going to handle things on his own. It's been years since he competed on his own, but that's the situation we're seeing right now for the Tribal Chief. In recent weeks, Seth Rollins touched on the one thing that Roman Reigns has not been able to get over: the dissolution of the Shield at the hands of Seth Rollins.
Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man, and what Seth Rollins did to his family was cowardly in the eyes of the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, the man who is blessed by the gods of sports entertainment.
Corey, on SmackDown last night, we saw one thing that we haven't seen out of Roman Reigns. We saw Roman Reigns lose his cool.
Look at this. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down.
Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Universal Championship. Introducing the challenger from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins. And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, he is the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
And that title, the WWE Universal Championship, has been in Reigns' possession for a record-breaking 516 days. Can he extend the reign even further tonight? The Royal Rumble Premium Live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion versus Seth Rollins, donned in the old gear that they used to wear in the Shield.
Rollins looks very comfortable in that tactical vest yet again.
But he's even more comfortable inside the head of the Tribal Chief. We haven't seen Roman with this type of look, this type of confusion in 500-plus days.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns is dominating. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle. And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Wicked clothesline. Roman Reigns focusing that anger, using it to get the advantage over Seth Rollins. You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games with the head of the table, Seth? This is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief.
Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win. Back and forth we go.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what. You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Who will break first? That is the question. WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all out.
Seth Rollins up the turnbuckles.
Only running on instinct to keep fighting. Completely up high.
Uh-oh. Look at the power. And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Trapped in the corner.
It's non-stop blows.
Picked up and being carried around now. Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over, that it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory? For Seth freaking Rollins.
Rollins sent ringside. He's heading to the outside. Better watch for the referee's count.
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the Bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear. Boom!
Oh, quick way to respond with the reversal. Catches the kick.
A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework.
And now thrown back into the ring.
The stomp has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of this story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game.
And he gets set back into the ring.
Big forearm.
Fast thinking saved him there.
A precision shot, and now Rollins is bleeding.
Dodges away.
The Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half. But Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. But Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium live event match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist of the century and used the Money in the Bank to steal Roman's WWE Championship in the main event of WrestleMania. Spear! Reigns!
That could be enough to continue. The reign.
Intense look in the eyes as he calculates his next strike. The champ might have just... sealed things.
Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition.
What a spear by Reigns! Champ close to ending it here.
I don't even think Roman's aware of where he is anymore. He has tunnel vision for Rollins. The only thing the Tribal Chief is seeing right now is red. And heaven have mercy on Reigns, old Shield brother now.
Oh, stomping away. Seth Rollins desperately. And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that. Guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and games Rollins is
Big by Reigns. Perfect X. Execution from the champ. And now placed in the corner.
Reigns on the money with a Superman punch. And a thunderous spear. Did the champ just close this out? And Roman Reigns demanding acknowledgement from the WWE Universe. And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion,
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally finally exorcised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been lifted from the shoulders of the Tribal Chief. Roman may never forgive Rollins, but now he can forget him.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the War Games begin!
The bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, Main event, Jey Uso.
This man and the rest of the original bloodline is under attack. The new bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new bloodline.
The original bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new bloodline are destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new bloodline is ready to hunt.
And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob.
The new bloodline does not live by a code. They do not act with honor. This man says the OG bloodline will suffer the consequences of their disloyalty.
We are looking at a heavy hitter with pure malice in his eyes.
And he's looking to make his name at the expense of the old guard of the bloodline.
The OG bloodline have never faced a threat like this.
The island of relevancy is no more. The OG bloodline is fighting bloodthirsty savages who will feast on whatever they can.
There will be no hesitation in pulling the trigger, and the OGs have got to match that ferocity.
Here we go, first two combatants locked in the War Game structure. The original bloodline versus the new bloodline. In the match beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more War Games experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions in just a matter of minutes.
Tossed clear across that gap and crashing down into the opposite ring.
Gosh, Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jey and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs.
Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael, but that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle the new bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team Usi, and work as a real team. Just one last time.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jey to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jey has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jey has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Under the apron now, looking to stack the odds even higher in their team's favor here.
Sending him all the way over to the next ring.
Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly.
If you're on the opposite side of this entry, you are bracing for a fight.
Ah, what a smash!
That is just insulting.
Looks like he has something planned with his table, guys.
I don't want to know.
but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo's squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
Tongaloa's eyes tracking, measuring him up.
Fends off the attack with an elbow.
Hurled away. God.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tongaloa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in war games.
Many folks think Tongaloa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tongaloa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than war games.
Just tossing that kendo stick with total disregard.
Up high.
Placing him in the corner. Turns that in his favor. What a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table. Called himself a tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo is growing in power with big win. Look out! Wow! This is turning into Swanson Street.
Come on now. Is it not enough that they're already coming in with an advantage here? Is this really necessary? Oh, predicted what was coming.
Oh my God, he's already bringing the numbers advantage, but he wants something more. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside the structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match. Up high!
Old bloodline, new bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true.
Both wrists captured.
Man, knee strike. Look at Jay, his lights are off.
Up on their shoulder. Samoa drop. I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent.
And you know what's next, guys? Did Jacob Fatu get enough of it?
Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new bloodline in War Games. Shot to the chest. The teams are now equal, but this weapon could be a big difference maker.
Well-timed counter on Tama Tonga.
Wheelbarrow position. And driven down face first.
Look at this. This can't be good. OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael.
Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he...
Both wrists captured.
And they just busted out an impactful maneuver.
Tongaloa put a stamp on this one. The suspense this crowd is feeling is palpable.
They are waiting with bated breath for what's to come next.
He wants it one more time.
And these attempts are spelling nothing but trouble.
Jimmy with a cause for alarm.
Then it's Jey Uso.
Jay can seal it here.
And in just a moment, the numbers advantage.
Take off.
Oh my, a jumping DDT.
Absolutely planted. And now the new Tama Tonga setting it up. Here it comes.
The WWE Universe has come alive in this one.
They are up and they are vocal. Alive. And Frog splash! Jay is in a very vulnerable position here.
Searching under the ring now. This can't be good.
He's made sure the odds are above and beyond his favor now. What a clothesline! Ouch!
Oh, here we go.
And walking through the structure door, this is where nightmares become reality.
Up on the shoulder.
Samoan driver. Boom. Red means stop, and so does that. And we're seeing more offense directed toward the head.
A smart strategy in any sport.
Both wrists captured. Boom. Good night. What a knee. Tonga Loa put a stamp on this one.
And just a that stop sign.
Tonga executing a vicious Tonga twist. End of the line for Zayn.
Things will get back to an even playing field in the next entry.
Down on the ground. Watch out. And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games. Vice-like grip on the trapezius muscle. This is terribly painful. Uso.
And it's time. War Games is officially underway.
The battle rise.
Tonga executing a vicious Tonga twist. Tama could end it there. Jay ready to end things. Spear. That's going to keep
Going for the cover. Solo shoulders are down. Kicks out before the 2 count.
I don't know what more this superstar can do to put him away.
And Sikoa gets taken a step back in the wrong direction there.
Jimmy took plenty of pride in dishing out that pain.
Definitely some damage dealt to him there.
Well, Reigns brought the fight in a major way on that exchange.
Reigns just bludgeoning his opponent in the corner.
He realizes this is his opportunity.
Lift off.
Jay taking his offense to the top rope.
Watching like a predator with wounded prey. He's just... Here we go.
And we can't overlook how devastating that DDT was. Meanwhile, we have Sami Zayn.
Has Sami ended it there?
Fast press! Fast press! Fast press!
He could have got the Tonga. And look out! Here it comes! The Tonga twist!
Can Reigns recover from that?
Taking it back. And Solo's team takes it.
All hail the true bloodline.
Here are your winners, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu, the new Bloodline.
You want to know which version of the Bloodline is superior? Well, there's your answer. Solo's crew prevailed inside War Games.
These 4 men are true family. Each of them fought with that same bit of hunger and attitude we once saw in Roman's old crew. But now we know that Solo Sikoa, Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, and Jacob Fatu are the one true...
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the Bloodline courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new Bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true Bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. He finds a counter for Jay. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael.
Clamping down hard on the trapezius muscle.
It's about to be an uphill battle for one team once this clock hits 0. And they were just sent flying on that one. I don't think people realize the amount of strength it takes to hurt someone like that. Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael. But that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle a new bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team Usi, and work as a real team. Just one last time.
OG bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight. Punch right in the head.
He can't seem to find any answer here.
This could be the defining moment of this match for him. What does he do now?
Oof! Lands the haymaker.
Oh, blow to the breadbasket. Got him where he wants him.
Up
and Falcon Arrow. If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games.
Oh, stop right to the hand.
Trying to wrestle free their opponent's arm, has the arm trapped. And one more for good measure. Went into the corner. What could be next?
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner.
He's going up.
From the top.
Okay, this is just a little bit dirty.
Just ripping and tearing at their opponent's eyes.
And Zayn looked rocked. If he's got a strategy, you might want to think about tapping into it.
Tonga Loa putting some punishing offense on display. Boom.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the bloodline, it really gave him a set.
Incoming! Oh, took it high risk, but was off the mark. He just grabbed what could be a game changer, adding an advantage.
Submission time!
Dragon Sleeper applied.
Trying somehow to work his way out of Dragon Sleeper, he does.
Over. So much aggression. Enters the ring and is diving head first into the chaos of this match.
And he gets directed into the corner.
And he retaliates. Oh, man. Did you hear the snap of the...
Both wrists captured. Old bloodline, new bloodline. Both sides engaging. Jacob's planning something here.
And looking at Jacob Fatu.
Oh, what a DDT. Wow. Both wrists captured.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table. Called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
The Solo is...
Look out!
From the top with the splash.
Went after the head and neck again.
Maybe trying to rattle the opposition's balance.
New entrant about to come in, and not a moment too soon.
He's able to avoid heavy contact. Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new bloodline in War Games. Springboard elbow, great height. Just breaking down. On the opponent.
And Tangaloa gets knocked off his game there. 8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo Squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
Sent to the corner, scaling this unforgiving War Games game. Top rope.
But now here's Jey Uso.
Will Jey end this?
You can feel the WWE Universe reverberating off every corner in this building.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jey to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to
Flying. Stiff shot to the abdomen.
counting down the seconds until this match becomes a bit lopsided.
Caught square by the haymaker. Got him where he wants him. Up and now the new tribal chief. Insane connect with a Helluva kick.
And that can vanquish Tom. Through the ring door and adding a bit of leverage to the situation. Bam! Nice kick.
All eyes focused on this absolute war. It doesn't get more masterful than this. And into the corner he goes.
Super kick finds the mark.
So precise with the super kick.
Wait a second. He's going up the wall. The extreme. Uso. A splash by Jey. Jey nailed all of it. That was brutal. And Jimmy is opened up.
Off the rope. Haymaker connects. Punch right in the head.
We're seconds away from these teams being at even strength. Oh, an overhand punch. Knife edge chop echoing through the arena.
And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
That's yours in your head. With the counter. And Jacob with the wherewithal to counter. We've been waiting, and now War Games is up.
Solo Sikoa lining it up. Flipping forearm. That'll turn your lights out.
That's worked for Sikoa before. Basically hammering the opponent into the floor.
He catches Jimmy with a counter.
Custom cutter.
For safety's sake, I hope we're near the end.
From the heavens, big body splash from the top.
Jimmy Uso is showing signs that it could be ending soon.
Jimmy's got to figure the same with a big boot.
He's saying catching this out.
Having trouble making it to a vertical base, and it looks like it's only going to get worse.
Damage is starting to take its toll on him.
Yeah, that's the kind of offense setting up the game.
And looking at Jacob Fatu, he's been dealt a good deal of damage.
Jacob about to end this fight. May have just vanquished Reigns. He refuses to stay down.
Pure instinct.
And
know which version of the Bloodline is superior? Well, there's your answer. Solo's crew prevailed inside War Games.
These four men are true family. Each of them
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. Two teams will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will
Here we go. First two combatants locked in the War Game structure. The original Bloodline versus the new Bloodline in the match beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more War Games experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions in just a matter of minutes. OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the Bloodline represents all that Roman has built in his career. And he needs to take it back tonight.
An overbearing assault on Jacob now.
Yeah, Jay has all the wheels turning now.
And another big right.
Main event, Jey Uso just begging for a fight.
Oh.
A lot to prove from the new Bloodline tonight. Gentlemen, do you think they can do it?
Absolutely, Cole. Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, and Tama Tonga have been competing on a different level as of late.
They have won some major matches and earned titles too, but I worry they might not be as ready for War Games as Roman's crew. There's a lot more big match experience in general on Roman's side.
No, that may be true, but Solo's side has youth and a devil-may-care attitude that can work out tremendously inside War Games. I expect Solo's side to go all out here inside this sadistic structure.
8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jay, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo's squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
A consistent attack here from Jay.
Jacob's having trouble assessing the situation.
Ouch! That's one way to get your opponent out of the corner. Boom! Right across the small of the back.
Escaped out of that attack.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Uso?
I think he is, Corey. Sami seems elated to be fighting alongside Jay and even Jimmy. Those are his dogs. Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
Jarring impact. Oh, my God, to the the spine.
That'll make your legs go numb.
And we see Zayn.
Oh, my God.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in war games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than war games.
Tonga Loa is waiting a bit right now.
A fully focused Jey Uso right here.
Big right hand. Having a little bit of fun now.
And Jey Uso having a little fun with another. Oh, wicked kick to the lower back.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jey to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jey has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jey has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new bloodline, he will truly be the main event of war games. Old bloodline, new bloodline, both sides engaging in a brutal battle.
Every one of these men is fighting with every fiber in their being to be considered the true bloodline. Things are no longer about to be even in this one, and he wants to make sure of that. Look at the amount of members on each team now. This truly has the potential to become one-sided.
Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table. Called himself Tribal Chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agrees.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Rollins, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
Oh, he had the wherewithal to counter Jacob. Right in the jaw.
Oh, what a shot.
Forearm to the kidneys. Scouted it and fired back with a punch straight to the face. I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the Tribal Chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
And taking even more damage to his head here.
He might want to start protecting himself better.
War Games hasn't officially started yet. We've already devolved into trench warfare. Punch right to the face. And Jacob with the wherewithal to counter. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he
Blast off!
Corkscrew senton.
treating him like trash, adding insult to injury. There was some power behind that punch.
She's starting to feel the effects of this attack.
Destructive offense from Jimmy.
We've got a numbers advantage incoming as the countdown is about to run out. These attacks are chipping away at him.
And the Tribal Chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
He begins to climb the wall of the War Games cage.
Here we go, your favorite call.
Things could get ugly. Now as they head inside the cage. Wrists captured and Tonga Loa from the top. Clothesline.
Entering even more danger. looking good in this position. He got nailed by that last attack.
WWE Universe, this place is starting to rock.
And seconds left before the odds are evened here.
Insulting.
And what a maneuver we just saw there.
And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games.
Oh, that hurt right in the kidney.
Golly.
No doubt, Sami Zayn with a big boom.
The lights are out for Sikoa. To the sky. It seems like his head might be the target here.
Now looking at Jay.
Jay can seal it here.
And he's going to the top.
Top rope. Soul splash. And now he can vanquish Tom. And his body is taking a lot of the punishment.
Starting to scale up the War Games wall. He's got something watching.
And a series of vicious stomps.
Oh no. Driving down with the sledgehammer.
And Sami's focus looked like it was shaken after that.
Roman just solidifying his position at the top with that kind of offense.
Absolutely stunned from that attack to the head.
Yeah, all out of sorts now.
Clothesline!
And he's just been tossed aside into a new terrain. Ooh, right to the throat. Suplex into the neck.
Uso.
Now it's spear.
Jay nailed all of it.
Top rope, Uso splash. And down. The head of the table cinches it in.
Oh, guillotine choke. Wrapped around the neck. And Team Roman wins War Games.
The new bloodline has
Here
fallen.
are your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jay Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Roman's original bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance.
You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right. That's family. And this is the one true bloodline.
Here we go. First two combatants locked in the War Game structure. The original Bloodline versus the new Bloodline in the match beyond.
The WWE Universe has wanted to see this war for some time, gentlemen. Roman and his old guard versus Solo and the new crew.
So many questions. Can Roman's teammates put their past animosity aside? Can the rest of Solo's gang handle a match against competitors with more War Games experience?
Well, Byron, I think we'll know the answer to all those questions in just a matter of minutes. Crank in the head. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry Team Solo is. In particular, Tama Tonga is a real wild card. He's like a hyena locked in a cage with a bunch of raw meat.
I even asked Tama backstage if he was looking forward to this match, and he just said to me, yeah.
Great journalism there, Byron.
Thanks, Michael.
Caught with a jawbreaker.
Oh! Jey Uso with a big punch. Now he's eating them all.
And Jey Uso having a little fun with another.
Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael, but that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE could handle the new bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team Uso, and work as a real team. Just one last time.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in War Games.
Many folks think Tonga Loa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is the son of Haku. Just like his father, Tonga Loa truly excels in a brawl. And there is no bigger brawl than War Games.
Super kick! Ouch! That just knocked him a bit off balance.
Yeah, and this is the hostility Jacob Fatu wanted to bring.
My goodness, the human skeleton shouldn't have to endure a smash like that. Whoa, they just chucked that hammer right at him. I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks.
And Jacob with the wherewithal to counter.
Tonga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games. Effective dodge there. Tossed in between the rings. Nothing good ever happens there.
And that negates Zayn's offense. OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is Roman's legacy. Those names, this group, they mean something. But the bloodline represents all that.
Sami Zayn with a big boot.
Crucial moment for Tonga Loa.
Ooh, great anticipation. Landing a big hit with that hammer.
Injury to injury with that hammer.
Tonga Loa being neutralized there.
Yeah, Zayn put a little extra oomph into that one.
Sami Zayn grew so much as a member of the Bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Uso?
Meanwhile, here's Sami Zayn.
Is Zayn closing this out? Here's the buzzer, and Jimmy Uso is looking for revenge against the new bloodline in War Games.
Ooh, exploder in the corner.
He's made sure the odds are above and beyond his favor now. And now having to deal with that weapon is like going up against two competitors at once.
Gotta be a bit tough for Jey to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jey has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
We're gonna finish it off. Swanton bomb. Look at this crowd. It's insanity in here. Bedlam. Up on their shoulders.
Tonga Loa looking evasive. Look at this strength.
Big power slam.
8 men in this move, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jey, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo Squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later. It is absolutely deafening in the building right now. Oh, strong knee connects. Meanwhile, Jimmy misses big time. Chop block without warning. He wants it one more time.
Sammy skiing short, helping him out there.
Yeah, Tom Malone showing plenty of ferocity there.
The crowd is counting it down. Next entry will tip the scales in their team's favor.
Target's been acquired once more. And the Tribal Chief is now entering Bloodline War Games. Brainbuster.
Into the cage now, and the numbers advantage is locked in. Another one.
Just like that, he's busted wide open.
Opening up the floodgates.
Right down on the skull.
Just punched him right in the middle. Relentless. Caught with a punch.
Sledgehammer right to the gut.
Placed him in the corner here.
Turns the hammer into a projectile and nails it.
Jimmy Uso. And Jey Uso on the wrong end of some ruthless offense there. And top reverses.
Oh, it was aggression, just pure brutality.
Not easy.
Top rope.
He's absorbing a lot of damage here.
Will Jey end this?
Mere seconds away from evening the odds in War Games. Just trying to pound their opponent into the ground even further.
Looks like he knew what was coming up.
Look at this.
Just punched him right in the middle.
Even the teams are looking out of the ring for a little extra insurance.
Catches a kick to the face.
Able to slip out of that one.
Looking out of the ring for reinforcements. Surely this match can't go on much longer.
I'm positive this wasn't in his game plan, but if he wants to survive this match, he needs to come up with a new plan ASAP.
Blast off! And Sammy is countered.
Uso
Now looking at Jey.
nailed all of it.
Looking for a belly-to-back suplex.
Back suplex into the neck breaker.
Jey Uso putting Solo in his place. This could be crucial.
Stalking a downed opponent. Forearm right to the face. Just punched him right in the middle.
Grounded and pounded. Here we go, Jimmy.
Uso.
And Jimmy Uso.
Uso splash. Jimmy with a game ender.
That hard-hitting style of Reigns getting counteracted there.
He's got him caught.
Samoa drop.
Will Jey take advantage?
Elbow drop.
Oh, look at this. Measuring. He's about to unleash something big. From the top.
Going down low. Nasty uppercut.
Kick to the gut.
Into the pin. Could be over for Tonga.
Will Jimmy seal this up?
And Team Roman wins War Games.
The new bloodline has fallen.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, And Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never caught up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the bloodline, courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. Got to be a bit tough for Jay to stand up amongst this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forgive.
We've seen the wars that Jay has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jay has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Before War Games officially starts, what do you guys think is the key to the old school bloodline coming out on top?
Every one of these men is a proven main eventer, Michael, but that won't be enough if they can't stay on the same page.
Yeah, and given how united Solo's team is, I don't think even the Mount Rushmore of WWE can handle the new bloodline.
Roman and his crew need to remember what bonded them, what made their team Uzi, and work as a real team. Just one last time.
That's how you wear down your opponent.
Just cranking the head.
Sami Zayn, who so much is a member of the bloodline, it really gave him a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the Usos, which begs the question, and I wish there was a better way to phrase this. Is Sami Zayn still Usi?
I think he is, Corey. Jay nailed all of it. Boom!
Kick finds it. Boom! Oh, what a kick.
Ooh. Great ring awareness saved him. Never saw it coming. So much damage inflicted.
Wow, look at this, just cranking it out. Oof. 8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instant. Jacob Fatu's got a problem here.
Counting down the seconds as this match gets closer to being even. Good night.
Jacob Fatu's able to dodge that. Tongaloa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
Ah, jeez.
There's some power behind that punch.
Rapid fire Samoan drop.
That hit connects from Sami Zayn. Solo Sikoa, leader of the new bloodline, has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in top rope.
And it's Jey Uso.
Will Jey end this?
Sound strategy going after the torso like this, making it extremely hard to breathe with each targeted attack.
Right to the kidneys from behind. Jumping neck breaker. Ouch. And Tongaloa heads him off with the pass.
John Henry swinging a hammer like that.
And well-timed maneuver there.
A narrow escape.
Foot, meet face.
OG Bloodline leader Roman Reigns has so much on the line in this one, guys.
Oh, absolutely, Michael. Solo Sikoa took his spot at the head of the table. He says he's the new tribal chief.
And that is...
But meanwhile, Zayn.
That's simply undefeated.
Hey, guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines leaving it all in the ring.
The old dog.
Kick by Sami Zayn. Is that all she wrote for Tongaloa? Entering the ring and assessing the situation.
Mason to the top of the cage.
Oh, please be careful. Oh, man.
He's balancing on top of the cage with something dangerous in mind.
Oh, man. That was vicious. Will Jey take advantage?
That's got to do it. No one can continue after that.
How could anything go on after what we just witnessed is beyond me. Any one of these attacks can cause irreparable damage, but I don't think you can come back from this many.
With all these blows to the head, he has to be disoriented.
I think that's the plan, Cole. Trying to keep him on the back foot.
Great job anticipating Jimmy. Boom! Read that one. Solo Sikoa's group at a decided disadvantage. His side has less experience inside this structure.
But look at how young and hungry. Uso. Jimmy Uso splash.
Will Jimmy seal this up?
Just trying to pound their opponent into the ground even further. And with his coming entrant, the teams will officially be evened up. Climbing to the top turnbuckle.
Uso.
Now Jimmy.
Tonga looking to get wild inside War Games alongside his bloodline. Looking for a belly-to-back suplex into the neck breaker. Beautiful. Clearly knows the damage that has been done with the opposing team's numbers advantage and knows that bringing in a weapon can be the ultimate equalizer.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. But Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times.
Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the bloodline. If he is the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than this.
Man, this place is jumping.
That might be it.
Heel hook. Look at this. Oh, that's so painful.
Watch, too.
He connects with a counter.
Nice hip toss.
The countdown hurtling towards a shift to the status quo.
A sledgehammer in the midsection will knock the wind out of you. And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
Oh, man, he is fired up now.
Numbers advantage or not, he's leaving nothing to chance as he searches over the apron. He took the worst of that impact.
Tonga putting some punishing offense on display.
And now officially in the fray. The cage to be coming in and have more friends and foes in the cage.
DDT! Spiked them.
Look at Jey Uso going top.
Uso splash.
Propped up in the corner.
Boom! What a right. Thunderous club comes down. Very effective. Sami Zayn, the ultimate underdog, going for broke. Looking for the home run shot here. The end, and that's going to do it. Brainbuster on the turnbuckle. Super kick.
Climbing up the wall now, and he's got some crazy out top rope.
It's Jey.
Jey can seal it here.
Scaling the steel.
This is either madness or brilliance.
Time is ticking away. Shortly we'll have a fresh competitor to even the odds. Tama fights back.
The tribal chief trying to go for it again. DDT! Reigns put a stamp on this one. Big form.
Searching under the ring, thinking something there can give their team a boost.
Super kick, a double super kick.
From the top. Teams even, doors locked. Welcome to the match beyond. From here on out, anything goes.
He's going to be a sitting duck if he doesn't get out of the trench.
sound suplex.
And we see Zayn, and that was some vicious DDT we just saw. Roman Reigns so dominant, and Sami taking it back after that offense. One more.
The pain's too great. That's it.
And Team Roman wins War Games.
The new bloodline has fallen.